Abundance is not something we acquire. It's something we tune into. Have you ever heard this quote from Wayne Dyer before? For most of my life, I was so deep in my scarcity mindset that I would have struggled to even hear this message. But over the past few years, I've realized something important. There's no use in waiting for abundance. We are already swimming in it. We've just stopped noticing. And the key to tuning back in is gratitude. If you're ready to stop waiting for happiness and start living in abundance, tune into this 8-week series with me. Welcome to the Doula Johanna podcast, where we reclaim our voice, our space, and our power, and learn to show up for ourselves with the same love and care we've always given to others. Think of this podcast as your little life doula, holding space, cheering you on, and offering tools for your next chapter. Today marks the beginning of something special, an 8-part abundance series. Your summer reset, your invitation to step into more ease, joy, and freedom. And I'll be honest, I created this series for myself as much as for you. Because I want this summer and my life with my children to feel spacious and abundant, not rushed and scarce. And this podcast series is my way of preparing my mind, my body, and my nervous system to hold that abundance. I hope it can do the same for you. Today, I want to talk to you about why gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice. It's the most powerful nervous system hack I know to rewire your brain from scarcity to possibility. I'll share with you the little practices I use to change my life. I'll guide you through writing a gratitude letter to your own imperfect life so you can start seeing blessings you've been blind to. I will also read to you my personal letter, written to an area of my life that's far from perfect, but still deserves my thanks. I want to model what it means to love what you have, even before it proves itself. You all know I'm not a financial coach. I'm not here to sell you a strategy for 6-figure months. I'm a doula. I help people through transformations. And over again, I've seen that the real shift, the one that actually changes your life, starts inside. A few years ago, I discovered gratitude as a daily practice. I found The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, and I've done the full 28 program 3 or 4 times now. Every day, you write down 10 things you're grateful for. And while I couldn't sustain that long term, something shifted. My brain started looking for good things automatically. Gratitude became my default setting. Even now, years later, I feel that muscle memory. I notice small joys I once overlooked. These days, I only write down 3 things a day in my journal, but my brain stays open, constantly scanning for reasons to be thankful. And here's what I've learned. Gratitude is what unlocks abundance. We often only appreciate things when they're gone. We only realize how lucky we were to have that friend, our parents, our health, when we're about to lose them. But what if you could appreciate your life while you're in the moment living it? What if you could see your fortunes even when times are challenging? Gratitude does that. It pulls you out of scarcity and trains your nervous system to feel safe enough to notice joy. It's not just mindset work, it's biology. Studies show that gratitude journaling increases dopamine and serotonin, your brain's feel-good chemicals. It improves sleep and heart health. It shifts your brain's filter. You stop scanning for danger and start scanning for blessings instead. In other words, gratitude literally rewires your brain for abundance. This isn't about forcing yourself to feel happy all the time. It's not about bypassing pain or pretending life is perfect. Gratitude is not emotional avoidance. It's emotional resilience. It's the gentle practice of noticing what's good even when life feels heavy. Think of it as adding light to the darkness, not denying that the darkness exists. Now, to model this for you, I want to share my own gratitude letter. I learned to do this from Francesca Amber, host of the Law of Attraction Changed My Life podcast, whose book club inspired me to do the magic several times. There's an exercise in that book about writing a gratitude letter to someone you struggle with, or even someone you've lost contact with altogether. Fran writes letters to her exes with whom she co-parents. But this exercise works just as well with a part of your life you're frustrated with: your house, your finances, your health, or your work. I chose to write a letter to this very podcast. I started it last December, right before my 41st birthday, because it was still sitting on my bucket list of things to do by 40. I began full of enthusiasm about encouraging women in midlife to pursue their dreams. And with almost zero knowledge about podcasting, video editing, marketing, or YouTube, I made myself a promise: 1 episode a week for 1 full year, just to show up consistently and reevaluate after that. Let's be honest, on paper, this project is a failure. After 7 months of weekly podcasts, I have 52 YouTube subscribers. That's laughably small in the online business world. I'm not reaching my target audience, and I make zero money from this podcast. But today, I choose to see the blessing in it. Dear podcast, thank you. Thank you for pulling me out of my comfort zone week after week, for making me learn new skills like editing audio and video, writing scripts, facing my fears of being seen. Thank you for giving me a reason to research and speak about things that truly matter to me: abundance, midlife, death, and intimacy. Thank you for connecting me with women and men who might never have found me otherwise. For every message, every comment saying, "This helped me, this inspired me." Thank you for creating opportunities. For that small workshop at the photography retreat I got to conduct last February. For the interviews with my beloved friends. And for being interviewed by Marlene, the host of the podcast Grow with Marlene. Thank you for structure, for helping me create rhythm in weeks that felt chaotic. Thank you for the therapy you've been to me. A safe space to explore my voice, my power, my thoughts. And thank you for being a slow-growing dream, for teaching me patience, for teaching me what matters isn't always what grows fast. I love you, and I'm proud of you. Now, how about you giving it a try? Pick one area of your life that feels hard, incomplete, or disappointing right now. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's your body, your finances, or your home. Now, I want you to write a gratitude letter to that exact area. Thank it for what it's given you, even in its imperfection. Maybe it's taught you a lesson. Maybe it pushed you towards a change. Maybe it brought a person or even a book into your life that you wouldn't have found otherwise. Can you name 5 things to be thankful for? Gratitude doesn't erase the hard parts, but it stops them from becoming your whole story. Let me tell you why this matters. If you treat your small home like your dream home, lighting candles, tidying it with care, decorating corners that make you smile, you feel more at home now, not someday. If you speak kindly to your body today, even before it matches your goal, you feel safer inside your skin. You move with more love. You nourish yourself from a place of respect, not punishment. If you're grateful for the money you have now, even if it's not enough, you step out of survival mode and into possibility. Gratitude isn't something you owe the universe. It's a gift to give yourself now, because loving what you have feels better now. It shifts your mood. It softens your nervous system. And from that place of calm, joy, and enoughness, good things grow more naturally. When you live like your life is already valuable, you start to experience it that way. That's not a trick, that's abundance. I hope today's episode helped you feel more anchored, more grounded, and maybe even more abundant already. This is just the beginning. Next week, we'll explore why abundance doesn't start in your bank account, but in your body. We'll talk about reconnecting to your senses, calming your nervous system, and using embodiment as a tool for creating abundance from the inside out. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and join me next week. And if you feel like sharing your gratitude letter, I'd be honored to read it. You can share it in the comments or tag me on Instagram. I always love hearing from you. Until next week, take care and remember to be your own life doula.